not much is known about your playing career.
Yeah.
You know, Mina first got to know about you when you were coaching ECPC. I just come back from Harare, where I had stint with the Cape United development side. So I had become disillusioned with the game. But now my friends were like, dude, so I then went to Amazulu, the development side also. Then I trained for a couple of weeks, and then it happened to the next fixture was against your CPC boys.
Yes.
At Mziligas.
Right.
I didn't have a license there, but Usachari wanted to film me. Now, when maybe it was because of your background as a teacher or whatever, but you were very keen on licenses being produced.
Yes.
And I started to voice and be like, yes, DiasBhora. And the late Leon, he also played for the Highlanders reserves. He was my manager when I was coaching East Rovers.
Yes.
We were playing together in the under 18s. He was like, put us. Lower which high, I know.
I think my football journey is a little bit unknown because now I'm from Nilopengula. I grew up in Nilopengula. There was a hall, and there was a man who used to work for the city council and the Renama clubs. His name was Mr. Mhlanga.
Okay. Mr.
Mhlanga is the first person that took me from my environment. Wangihambisa eMakokoba, u-11. There was a team there, Emma Juniors, that was called Mhlangeni.
Oh, right, I've heard about the famous Mhlangeni.
Mina, I played for Mhlangeni for quite some time. I'm striker Lochangi. That person is the only person that will tell you Sadala Sonke, Bongani Mafu from Konapana.
Why are you mentioning him?
I know, because those are the people in Adjalala that I can remember. But the only other famous person that I knows about my playing career at the time is Martin Danlov.
Okay.
Because Martin Danlov saw me playing there, and I was a Thailander at the time. But a coach, it more to an escort mentor.
Okay.
So Martin used to take me in Lithuania and say, But for senior football, I played for Vitaform.
Okay. In the second division.
Yes, the second division in Vitaform. I played PTC. I played Zimbank. Zimbank, manje I coach Mdala 10. I captained that. Okay. I remember captaining them and looking after Amakit. Amakit I said Kaya, watch and captain. And then when I went to Europe, I played a bit of university football at Poitiers. And then I went to Zimbabwe. I sent post at Plumtree. And at Plumtree, I played for almost Plumtree FC. I played for Plumtree FC, many other guys in the in sport. I forgot his name. Right. I stopped my playing career, and I told everyone who bothered to listen. When my young brother came to age, I told people DiasBhora is coming to play. I mean, I will sit back and watch and enjoy football. Gidiza is coming. Maro. When I came to France, that boy was going to Zimbabwe high school from France. While Funda in a second term year board. When I got home, my mom said, and this called, I went to that master, I can't remember what the guy was. I found, why is my brother only learning the ball? And that guy said, you cannot control society. But the school needs their football prowess. Now me tell him that my brother is leaving a school today. So I got there, spoke to Mr. Wiley. They gave him a place. Now I'm telling Mr. Wiley that you give scholarships for sportsmen. That we give to excellent sportsmen. Now I'm telling you, my brother is going to change the face of football in this school. Mr. Wiley said, if he does, he gets a scholarship. And he did. When he got the Plumtree High School, had never beaten Mbakwe, Tewani, or anyone around. Or Falcon Lava, or to. Okay, this is how we played Falcon, everyone. I think he scored about 10 that day. Maybe 15.
And you were the coach?
Yes. I know Coach lo bekezela moyo, because now when I got there I didn't get into football. Football kwakuyinto yabantu. I was doing cricket because I was a PE teacher, so I did lots of cricket, squash, hockey, swimming. So in clever football, and that time I'm joining football and it's changing. I'm joining football and we are changing it. Lombusi Dube, ukona lapha UK, Lomoyo, they know that story. We changed football, okay, this is our corner, and then I went to Plum to FC and he played for them.
Okay.
And then what happened, Lapana? Well, that's his story. He plumbed to football club. I said, no, I need to take this boy to Islanders. So I went to the school. Mr. Wiley, he gave us a car. So it was a coach, Pareto, Peritaga, some of the Dolores. There were 3 of them.
I think Locosmas.
Locosmas, yes. So I drove that boy to Bulawayo for about maybe 2 or 3 months.
Is he a trainer?
Yes, a trainer. We close the season, we pre-season.
Okay.
Ebulala umfana lwana. So kusiyaqalisa laphana. Abadala labana babe besithi bona, this boy is very, very good, but he's too young. So sizamqalisa kuma
juniors.
And that boy was mega ready. Plum to as the man of the moment. So I was so disappointed. Tuna nxa uphume BF lapana ukuthola khona irenda emaground and I move. Also nxa uphuma lapana sasipaka emagrosa lapana. I was dejected. A certain man called Gibson Omela just came out of the bushes. Came out of the bushes and said, "Season yaqalisa kusasa. Zimbabwe Saints is playing in Maswingo. If you let me have this boy, he doesn't need to have trained with us. He's playing tomorrow." You understand?
Serious?
Yes. And that's exactly how Gidiza joined Saints. Mina ngathi mdala nxa esiyadlala igame kusasa. Ngithathe.
You can have him.
He went and played for Saints. It was pen of the match khona ngalo wahlohla bawin.
Without having trained with
not even one session. Azanga train labo waswa umngomela. That's how Omela had been watching that kid play, train, and his eye wabona ukuthi lapha they stand wamthatha wahamba naye, and that was the end. So anyway, you had asked about my playing career. That is where it ended in Plumtree. And I decided I had a good eye for good players. And then I would start coaching because I had been coaching Lamkorapane school Plumtree. And then the rest is I came to Bulawayo to CBC and I found the school without any football. And we introduced football, and it was inexistent. But there was a group of boys, Jewish boys, that loved football, and those parents supported us. One of them was the Baron's boys. Saul Baron, his parents owned Baron's Motorspace, and there was Vincent Bacher, his parents owned knitting companies. This is the boy that owns a nightclub. So those people supported us for football. Even if the institution didn't support us, they were chipping my uniform. They facilitated our traveling to South Africa with the blessing of the school, of course. And then the guy who was in charge of football, I think his name was Alan Thwaite.
Okay.
He just told me, look, if you want to do football, then go and do the courses. See, the guy planted in my head to do the courses. So that's when I started doing the courses. I went to, my story doesn't end. I heard there was a man called Dixon Bazo. Told me to go to a meeting, I'm a coaches, at Rose Camp. I went there, Peritaga was there, so I meeting my coaches. And they decided to find ways to be executive.
Okay.
So because I was talkative and I was a teacher, they made me secretary of that association. Peritaga was the chairman, I was secretary, Ketsepile Mang Debele was the treasurer, Riot Ngube was in the executive.
Okay.
And so we met that executive, and I started, because I needed the courses, I started organizing coaching courses for Bulawayo. So right, with this Rose camp came with the venue. The school came with the books. Okay. So I would get those manuals done at school and bound and so forth. And then we'd bring pen more.
Oh yes, Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine would come and run our courses. So people started getting certificates, so Tina Singobo assistant Baga Ben, that is says and Jalo. I couldn't say German. I ended up going to Germany, because Pop Lines met me once in Harare and was happy. So I went to Germany. When I came from Germany, there was they were under 17 at the time.
Yes.
They were under 17 when they had been called to Harare for a selection. So each province was supposed to bring 10 boys.
Okay.
So ever papa that I know. Now, Pop Line's problem, I was landing on Friday morning. His selection and qualifying on Saturday. Pop Line's problems when I landed, he explained to me, Lapa, I've got a dilemma. I've got 10 different coaches with 10 different boys from different provinces.
And they all want their boys to...
So each time I say, give me boys for the selection,
they're giving me
their boys. So I'm not going to take you to those people today. I'm taking you to a hotel. Tomorrow, I'll give you a board. And you are going to stay away from everyone. I need you to come up. Yes, I need you to come up with 24 boys that are going to represent under 17. Now tell me selection one. And I'm so proud because those boys, besides Ngozo, which is a story for another day, because Ngozo refused to go. Yes.
Why?
It's up to today, it pains me. What happened is that boy was most probably one of the best under 17 age group. Yes. I selected him. If I tell you today I selected him first, that boy was that good. Right.
Yes.
Right. So I don't know what time is a school, what relationship enjani. Phakathi kukaNgozo lo mntakathana.
Okay,
uNigeria. Ngoba uNigeria ngangamselector. To be honest, ngangambonanga mina ngokwami. But team lana coach Stephen Kwashi.
Yes.
Ukwashi
elo papa.
Wayelo papa.
Yebo papa.
So isquad lisana kwathiwa seyangathena eBlawayo because mina ngumuntu okwashi wathi hamba sethena eBlawayo Stephen Kwashi ududu. Mafu will be there, you just manage for us and help us. Sesifike eBlawayo mina ngathi sisetraining ngabona uNgozo kakho. Ngathi where is that boy? Kwathiwa lwana utheka sabuya. Ngabona sokulo Nigeria naku squad.
So kusho ukuthi maybe I'm wrong. Why ngela papa? Why lo Tsahani?
So umfana lona mina sengihamba ngibo mina ngisiyamdinga umfana lona. Ngitshela mina khotsha ibhora kanidingi. Likhona la. Nxa usokufaka uNigeria phambi kwami, hayi mina ngisoze ngungene lo. Wahle wayala umfana lona. Wayala ukubuya sibili camp wayala. Wagcina umfana kathana lona. Wathi lesikolo bayithola bendlalisa kubi. Mina abengikwanisa lo ofaka ngokuthi umntakabani hayi. Wani Ngozo kahambanga esquadini sona siya.
Yes, I remember that squad Philippines lo Nigeria.
Exactly. Mina I selected that squad and that boy was not there. That I can put on record now.
Go to Ngozo.
How? By far, Vemfanana was the best. Anyway, it also adds to the other part of my football. Maronga. Maronga was a Saints junior. Umfana Masuku so. Like was another good player of China so.
A striker.
A striker. So Maronga lokana sasempilile under 17 lawana. Etheni ngimdinga Kati kwashi. Ulomfana dedele winning lapha very fast, very quick dribbler. With good eyes for passing and good crosses. Abafana banjalo ukuthi alona ngabuya ngokuthenga ngaphi kuZimbabwe Saints. That's my other part in life. Now I'm going to some Germany. Mini Cooper kwami. Now like Ngozo, I always chase after the good players. Check my Mini Cooper. You could drive very quick back. Essence. Mfika lapana usuka mkuya coach ground. Kulabadala nje phandle lapana bayochaya caucus. But more time badala sorry to disturb your meeting. I'm looking for a young man called Maronga. Can I please have that boy? A man in Jomiwa decided it's not scam, so I take me. Who are you? I'm Ngozo, nepotism. I want to tell her, you are cheeky too. No, I'm not cheeky, I'm just stating first. I thought I'm Mafu. I'm the secretary of Zimbabwe Saints. Not to Bongani Mafu, I'm a football coach and I'm doing the under-17s, and there's a boy that I selected here. And he's not
coming. He's not a training.
So I understand his training here, so I need to talk to this boy. Then Mafu said, okay. But you have to do it here so that you can hear it. Was
he's our boy, yeah.
No problem. They call that boy. I said to him, Maronga, why are you not at training? I remember that boy's answer was, coach, you know that training is for little boys. It's not really challenging me, it's for little boys. So I'll go when we are going. At the time, maybe because of my teacher mentality, like you said at the beginning, it quickly occurred to me with his overage.
Yeah.
It will quickly occur to me with this boy is not 17. So I said, you know what? I agree with you, young man. That is for young people. You are training with your right age group. You are now away from the squad. I don't want to see you there.
Yes.
Don't even talk to me. Just go. That executive were all there, listening to that. Says, I think what I'm going. And then Mr. Mavira said, which team are you attached to at the moment? No, I'm not attached to any team. Chairman, Mr. Makwaro says,
Lazarus, I think.
Do you know this meeting is about us finding a coach? And if you want to coach Saints, we are looking for coaches like you who've got decisions, because every other coach that we see is overawed by these players because they think of results. So if you can tell a boy like this one, team yako awumfuni yet is good like the way we know, we are what we are looking for.
Perfect.
That's how I got the coach job at Saints. Shuka was inside the pitch lapa. After this very old Shuka, it's not about you, but you Shuka after this we're telling him with Kaselam. So when you are starting work, the minute you are free from my engagement, and that's how I started Premier League football.
Yeah, and just like that.
Just like that. The rest of it, they knew who was Ronald Gidiza's brother. Came after.
They discovered that
after they discovered.
Since you guys do not use the same surname.
Yes, we don't use the same surname. So they discovered that, and we went away. And about Gidiza, the same thing happened. Gidiza said, "Lapana, they were big boys. My national team players. I were training on Thursday. That's why half of them were sold to Amazon. Because I told the executive, I would rather start afresh.
Yes.
I sold my own brother to Amazon because we were training. But I love. Bonke bona bana ngabathengisa mina laba. Omlungisi, omatamba bonke bona. Why? Because most of them lapana wamela ku national team and they were good. So abasithi bahamba ku national team babe bengatrain abafana laba. No Thursday babuye bebulale ndoda. Ngikhangela amanye amagame ngabona lapha ngabatsha abafana lapha. Because sometimes as a coach, you can punish yourself.
Yeah.
But a player, you can talk to them and tell them, good ndoda. Since you understand the social, this situation is you are going to play, but there's no winning bonus for you.
Yes.
But they love their football. They
play in the pocket.
Yes. A coach that hits a boy by putting them outside, for me, needs a rethink.
Yeah. Because the results will go otherwise, and
you are going. Yeah. So that was my sense story. Anyway.
Now, someone who grew up in Lopengula, the Ekas. I watched one game, Islanders versus Zimbabwe Saints, or it was Zimbabwe Saints versus Islanders. I don't know who was it. It was a night game. And you know what? I was like, Coach Long thoughts. Why? Because I think you had Joel Lupasha in that team. And the Highlanders defenders, talented footballers, but speed. They were not speedy.
Yeah.
So what Joel was doing was, as soon as Saints loses possession, would just come stand by the halfway or on the touchline, and as soon as possession is regained, Maro windy.
Yes, yeah, but that's been something that I learned maybe from school games. It started so no matter what happens, we can do without both our wings. You know, yes, in modern football, everyone has got to compensate to build the numbers at the back.
Yeah.
But at the time, we had enough talent. Saslabo Squandra lapha, Slavo Gidiza, Slavo March. I had good passers of the ball, and Dos Sancho, good winners of the ball. Omlungs, good hard-going midfielders. But we are good and do that. Understand? So
very aggressive.
Very aggressive on the ball. So we knew these guys on the wings. If we got the ball in good space, very very pacey. So it's a strategy that I used even for school tournaments. I used to have that strategy. When we are defending, even when they get the corners, we all suck them in. But I would ask my wingers to surreptitiously, quietly, do you know when I was coaching Saints, it kept United just trying the same thing as Ngusunga because they scored a goal like this. Baba the corner, I think Saba the corner. Do you know I saw that boy? I didn't react quick. Keeper wali bamadoda walithi phanti khona phana beselebe 2 defenders okufana ungarethi so abantu angikwazi ngibhamuso wangibona mbembani. But that also cemented with sometimes bravery to say the quality of Joel is to be able to run at people, dribble people on a 1v1 with space, because in small spaces Gala effect. It is when he controls the ball and then he's coming to you.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Yeah. So it's part of the things that you learn as you develop as a coach.
So now I think it also brings up the point of having like a very big backroom staff, because here in the developed world, you'll find there will be people that will be just going to spy on the opposition.
Yes.
Or they will be able to provide you with information about the weaknesses, the strengths of the opposition. But Tina, the situation does not allow us to have that. But I've seen you doing that. You and Liz you utilize as journalists.
Yes. I think football is a common game. You know, I've coached rugby, I've coached cricket. We are only in football coming to using statistics, using records, using science per se in the sport. It's something that's nouveau, that's new in football. But if you look at American football, if you look at cricket, if you look at rugby, they've been doing analysis for ages. Now, there is no one who knows what is happening in all teams more than reporters. I'm telling you, no matter how average a reporter looks, if you are going to play Dynamos in Harare and you find a guy that's been reporting on Dynamos and you ask him a question, their job is such that they are not capable of not telling you the truth. They will give you everything. By the time you go there, it's there.
You well armed and dangerous.
And if you ask them in good time, I had reporters that I spoke to. And if 2 weeks before I go to a team, I'll start talking to them so that I'm not just coming. And then they will give you that. And then there are some boys in our country. There's a boy, I think, I forgot his name now, but I think he's been taken up by Dynamos. This guy is from Dete. I know he's like, you know him. He's also a statistician. When I was coaching Wange, that boy, I must put on record, he helped me a lot with statistics, with all these stuff, because
the one who coached Deep Binga at some point.
Yes, that's the boy. That one there is another for the future. That's another one for the future, because he's got time to properly analyze matches honestly. And then there are some in our country where you've got a big backroom staff, but Umuntu is working for the opposition within our system. So as a coach, you need to be astute and know when to trust and not when to trust. But also, for me, the most important thing in Zimbabwe that I think I was a bit good at was going out to the bush to watch football being played. At Dete, I don't know how many times Udlulusiyale Jambes. I've been to Jambes a lot. There are boys that are brought to Wange from Jambes. Why? Because I've discovered that there's so much talent outside.
In the outskirts. Now, your answer that you've just given me, it brings up the question of autonomy as head coach. Mafu is now coaching Zimbabwe Saints. Well, with Zimbabwe Saints, because you had impressed these guys and come across as someone yes, all that decision making and all that. So I do think, Uti, you had that power to do as you see fit. Now, you then coach a team like Highlanders. Do you have that autonomy to say, we are gonna Bani? Bani. Is there any interference or what is it like?
I think Highlanders is an animal. You've got to understand Highlanders as a creature. Okay, it is a creature that has got many faces and many facets and many issues around it. And why most of us will not do well at Highlanders is being integrated into the livelihood of the animal, and you're trying to feed it. You understand? Because you don't know whether that animal eats through its back or its toe or its head. So you cannot feed that. That is why you find a foreigner will do well at Highlanders, because if I was Brito, I will not be hearing the stories as Highlanders things can be organized because everyone knows Highlanders is set there and they buy a plot. Highlanders things can be sorted when you clap Popoma, Yama legends, everyone is there. Highlanders can be sorted from ezindlini zabanye abantu abakhulu, you understand? But when as a coach, once you try to be fed to please that group and that group, you end up lost. You end up lost. So the best way to run Highlanders is to be really hard-headed and best your Pareto is he became a very good friend of mine because I was teaching his daughter French. So I used to go to Pareto's house, I used to go to Perry's house, I used to go to Tsano's house and sit there for hours and be taught football. Pareto's autonomy at Boso is that he didn't get involved. He just had the records. Pareto would go to his house. So what happened on the 1st of June? Willard came late for training. He was 10 minutes late. I spoke to him, I told him this is what is going to happen. And that is between Pareto and this player. But if it is between Pareto and you as a reporter,
it also involves the executive.
It becomes very difficult. Because even the Highlanders executive is not united. They can't be united. Because to get into office, they are all elected. So if you are secretary and you came from Wange, or from Falls, the Falls chapter supports you, but the chapter that didn't vote you in is always waiting for your, or maybe waiting for your downfall. So for him to get support, he must have people also aligning with him. So it is a creature that needs good management. You need to take yourself away from the executive, report to them, but don't have any one of them influence you. Now, unfortunately, with a team like Highlanders, everyone wants to have an influence so that would to a him. You understand? So coaches going there, my advice would be really professional. Be recorded. Have your statistics and be very, very clear with the players. Because they are terrible. They can be dangerous. Why? Because they are sucked up to the society issues. Society issues. But most importantly, remember, a boy playing at Highlanders is having unbelievable fun. Everywhere he goes is a hero. Every girl he wants him. And not only the girls of their age, it is the older women now that want them and give them everything. And some men would be tired from many things, from over drinking, over whatever. And so you need to able to manage even that of the players. Once you have got the players knowing, that's why they work well with Amakiwa, because this. So it's a lot of it's a lot of. But having said that, it is the best environment to coach.
Yeah, and we're talking about the best environment to coach, even when things were not going your way. The fans, usually when fans are not happy with the coach, they might even stone him.
You see,
or
they never stone me.
But they sang, and it's like, a fun song. Like,
Mafu, it's something. And then I'll be having fun telling my friends, do you know what? Simple. I'm having fun with a big team. I love them. I love Islanders. No one can take that away from me. That's why in England, half the time you'll find me putting on this. But I've called Wanye. I've called Ngazi Platinum. I've called Orapa. I've called Cholocho. I've called Mochuti Center Chiefs in Botswana. But I still identify with Highlanders because I see Gabriel Nyoni is a very good player that's been all over the shop. But if you see his writing, it's 90% Highlanders.
Yeah.
Why? Because that team is a culture. It is a very big thing. I'm sure it's the same if you play for Dynamos, which I haven't done, or But these big teams have got that aura.
Yeah.
That and that's one of my worst regrets in life. With my brother, never played for Highlanders. I tell him every day, one thing I would try, because. One day we said, last time I go well with Dynamos. I left Zimbabwe to Tabavuka Kusasa Roma papers here, sign up post. On with Dynamos from Jojabusu. Of course, I said, my papers sent for and say, you can so can be.
But wasn't it that maybe he was holding a grudge because of the way that they treated him initially when he took him there?
He might be angry because really wanted to play. And from a performance background, I think those three wise men are not very wise not to sign him. He might have been hurt then.
Yeah.
But as a Baba supported Highlanders or Tina Sikula, Ubaba Agula came at Highlander away. And the Minankai Highland winning. Very pillar like any impudent nandi. A cool baba buy whatever you want. My island doing it. Okay, these are good like Islanders. I corner. That boy's football skills were learned because baba why Kambala, why Toya Kambala is Ambugela. Okay, these are we used to call him Mark Watson. Anything, Mark Watt. It's to Mark Watt because he liked Mark Watson and won a crown Japan.
Okay.
So maybe he's holding a grudge. But I always tell them, it's our hometown. It's our home team.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that we can support. Lomasa, I support. We are one which is a cousin. But it's a story for another day. Because he's done well. Yeah. As we speak, he's supporting, he's managing Dynamos. Yeah. You don't become a flower boy and go and manage a big institution.
And it's accepted.
And it's you see.
Yeah.
That's a plus for him.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's football.
In your coaching career, who can you say, it's a number at that point?
Well, I mean, it's been a big challenge. Actually, it's a life going challenge. It's a big player. This guy is. I wish I could get in touch with him, and make him as we speak, and make him a coach, because what are the caps, what are the chicken in? But they'll call him to wool and they like nearly quarter, but move to wool last season.
Okay.
But I just call him to Bola because maybe using somebody's name is also not acceptable. Anyway, why I used to like this boy is a midfielder like Umlung is in the bed. Kagile is scrawny, but we are abantu. We are abantu. Now, but football knowledge, one of the few boys that I've engaged with at a very high football reasoning knowledge Tunomfana lona wagcina esithi I'm not coaching ngeblawa this week. I need to show you mina what I do nxa ngifika endlini. That boy from ama sessions ayilala abo Joy Antipas ku Chicken Inn le Harare ku Caps ama drill akhe awathandayo. He has written them down, tabulated them down, everything. Yabona ngumfana nalwana. That one is umuntu ohluphayo ngoba ube lokuthi angahamba etown ngabuyi engacabanga ukuthi ubani umonele campus engacabanga ukuthi ubani uyadlisa uyahlamtshela ukuthi ungasathinta ibhora wena ground uyasidlisa wena, understand? But udubo lwakhe I would rather have it,
yes,
because that boy
is a fighter.
He's a fighter. Yeah. He knows his football. He knows, unfortunately for me, abantu bewange, and I'm going to say this because I've got nothing to hide. Abantu bewange, when they wanted to get rid of him, they lied to him. Bamtshela bathi halapha besile list yabantu abaholiswayo ucoach ukhipela, which is nonsense because I don't pay people. Understand? I don't pay anyone. I've never paid a player. So i-office wange yona, they could have had their own reasons. Like, well, the honest truth is, didn't pay me. So I mean, how can I remove umuntu lami ngawuphiwa imali? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Utubula is left a bitter guy because
he thinks the coach no longer wants him.
No, not even that. No, I left. The team want to give him his signing on fee, and they're telling him, "Well, I'm going to Mafu signing on. Tell what everyone signing on fee," and I'm telling him, "I have him." They haven't. I told him, "I'm taking them to FIFA." Coaches are not looked after, and so are players, and that's why I keep telling my fellow coaches, let's be an autonomous association of coaches, not leaking Zifa. Zifa is our mother body, but Zifa is not accepting coaches as an association. So why are you fighting to be registered with Zifa first? Build your own house. When you go to Zifa, go with your own terms. Tina, we're an association of football coaches. This is what we want. From you, Zifa, we need this. But I hope the new TG will be more accommodative of the coaches, because at the minute, as my coach on this sometimes. Willy-nilly.
Now then, the player that you can say, this one was the best. Now you spoke about Uyo, Uyo was exceptional, but Gidiza. So for you, top talent that you've seen or that you've worked with in Zim.
Am I allowed to mention my class?
Yes.
Yeah, I hope Gidiza was another story. It was at another level for me. I'm telling you, I've never hesitated to say this. A talent that I followed it from the time as a primary school. Days. He was an unbelievable player. Ochisa was he was a shocking kind of player. What he could do with the ball, it was like. If I compare him to another player, I coached a boy called Tiran Molloy.
Okay.
That's great. They're a talent that you don't see decade after decade. You don't see those boys. The talent is exceptional. So if I can be allowed to mention Gidiza or Chisa and say, in my coaching time, those two people were just at another level. I really think yes, I think country achievement wise, people think about Moses Chunga having done this and that. Yes, it's fine. They did that in their time, but in my coaching time, that talent that was there with those boys that I just mentioned is something that you are not going to see in a very, very long time.
Then, as a coach, at times you do something and you be like, or even at times I find that we're going to or even as a player, you do something that when you then look back, you be like, so can you look back or think back to a moment of madness in your soccer career that you are like, but like that's a twitchy.
As we say, when I came aside the Coach Saints, not the Anega to a bush again, aside the liable Slala, who says like Yamana, I don't know, he met with that command, but once said that island, number one choice and Muzondo. When that's for me. What we see on Zimbabwe, such a second, Mindana. Yes, Umzondo by Thursday, Umzondo, Minanga Sawas, Utu Hamanja. Understand? So I came here when I was able to, I think I was able to, it was a Friday or Saturday, Sawas. So I came here and said, so now I will keep by 2 European Chandata, Lord Dizzy. Cecilia a camp Ruben, just camp a victory. Ruben was my second choice, and he was pretty good. And he was going to play that Islanders game. Do you know, just like number 5, a kind 600 Lapana Pan. Just like number 5 is a camp Lapan. Safran above, Nancy Dafana, about 4 was at this point with 2 funeral and Father 4 he wasn't there, 5 he wasn't there, 6 he wasn't there. Mina I'm married, I was a child safe. Kona Tata Kampala. Right. Skambe camp la pana. Mina ngasi se camp in the system of whatever I call each and every player. Just to discuss that or so vele ngase camp I'm fully in camp. Ruben Yimbi la pana Zimbabwe established what was wrong.
Why did he come late?
And this point I was thinking umzo kwathini na bona. And is it not an opportunity for you to play? Kuthi mina ngizitshele ngengqondo nami ukuthi lo right that choice wangibhudo uthi angudizile wemakhandela dizile uya lapha khuluma lo dizile mina dizile sidlala island sasa ungawumela umsindo ndoda dizile yasinetha as I look back, it is like no. Understand? So I mean I go ahead and convince.
It is in Muhammad Dishi.
What is it? What is it? I'm not even far to Rupen. Rupen has not Alland se kemena ta kochalo. Ben se saba sibili. But yabona la uthi ununchi ufa utizile kuwese. Kungcono sife mina ngiphakathi. Lenza imela kochalo. I know ngonile but umfaka mina. As not a more missing one. As if Pora said, Islander, La Paso Utebe, Nile, Uzenzo a child ran, or Utebe was flighty Pora. What is it now to make it? Epora Calisa, don't to make it in a circuit, maybe send a hater. First minute, such a 1-0 came and caught. And that game haunts me up to today because I think that. If I listen to Rupen was I made Adriana because he was back to himself.
He had psyched himself.
Yes. And even says a safe ground, I want to give to that kid. Even says a safe ground. Rupen online, I'm not coach, it's not too late. It's not too late to why cannot this guy is scared. I am fine. Yeah, Linda, I have played them before.
Yes.
But Konokano go to very so people don't want to show because we had an issue with so there are some people who know supported Islanders. So that's my regret. I think that game maybe what coach Raman foot and I'm just after came and I remember it was my call. Yeah. It was my call, and that call was wrong. Okay? So I have learned from that to listen to players. To listen to players, especially those that are involved in the moment. I'm my defenders, you have them. I mean, I call them in departments before games. I call them one, I talk to them, and then I'll call goalkeepers, all of them. What are our problems? So one of our defenders is then pulled off, and then less numbers at the back. See, goalkeepers see that. Then you come to the defenders, you talk to them. Libona njani. Aphambo tulapa ndali marking ela. Inene, but it means ukuthi abantu abatshona bela. Can you just xakulula one? Join the attack so that at least we've got numbers up front. So you can see these things with the players.
Yeah. You should not be someone who thinks they know it all.
It doesn't work because we don't do it.
Yeah.
Those boys are running in there. Ground.
Very true.
Then when you coach Spanish, you say, "Well, kitchen." I want to say, "Jerumga, say to me, some gonna trust." You want to say, "I'm lining." I want to like our fan of lining at our coach.
I mean,
Ansakwanis. Kumbe coach. Abantu laba kujoyela phana hayi kaleka asizamenwa.
Yeah.
You're not going to do every day what they say, because if you do every day what they say,
he doesn't coach very
so you need to balance it, talk to them and stuff.
And maybe on a lighter note, like on your phone list, on your contact list, who is the most famous football person that you have here? Someone that you can call a PEK.
From Zim?
From wherever in the world.
I think at the moment I've got our two legends. Peter Lowe, I've got him on my phone with an immediate call. Lopenjan Marwar, I've got them here. And these are Bulawayo legends that I'm proud to know and to have associated with and to have worked with. So it's good for me. Yes, I've got abafana nje laba abanye abancane omunetho nakamba, but this is a new generation of people that I would only call if it was really something serious or njani, but Benjani, I will call him and discuss football coaching.
Because you also have a history with Benjani. There's a story that you once told me, Uti Umpe, you coached him when he was a youngster.
Yes, Benjani, I coached him in coach Isechmet. Benjani, I was juniors, but at the time, Papa the policy of Uti, you understand? So, Benjani Tata. As a team in Yami Settlement
Division
2. And at the time, Lapana Umpenjan asked him why I won, but Mama Kong my engine before
he wasn't allowed
social things, why under strict rules. So I'm now a mini Kupayame, so sensitive is Lara social man. By the same when Jello refute one of my players will have a problem. After me child, two assistant coach Kuluma, Netato Umpe. That guy I feel like coach at 4. I feel like it's 3. And I mean, I saw the best of that guy.
There was a time when he came through to the Warriors, but he was injured. So I was based in Harare by then. So he says, I come through and we watched my Warriors together. After the match, we get in the team pass, and he's like, because most people think that Upenjani couldn't dribble. He was not a dribbler.
Mama. That's not knowing. Well, I cannot blame them. You see, that is the coaching in this country that we are in India.
They want direct football.
And it's actually choreographed.
Yes.
There's things that you can do, there are things that you cannot do. And those that survive in these leagues learn to follow instructions and improvise within a set thing. Umpenjani mina yakutshela mina team yami ngangithidlwe to not. Ngiyemthatha mina uyarate abantu ahlohle 5, 6, 7 rate everyone in front of him Umpenjani. Short chala phansi. Speed, pace. Umpenjani, people must remember that he's an accomplished athlete.
Yes.
An accomplished athlete who represented Zimbabwe in athletics. So this guy could dribble, he could score goals.
He had a very wicked strike partnership with a guy called Ntoniso Masugu at Makweko.
Yes.
Utiako.
I remember why Rachel, bro. Why Rachel kuzwayo sibili, and that I know. I used to coach him.
Yeah.
That is why one of my other regrets in life is understanding sports. Especially football at a high level. Umpenjane dlalelo khuzeni wambiza mina. Ese we are Portsmouth. I'm the first person that he called on to my red net. Lutambe Kumalo red net about me. I was teaching in Chevron Prep. I was teaching as a teacher within weekend in camp. Well, a guy that I knew who was not even in football, Ralph, went. Ralph, he ended up his manager. And Benjamin and Chelsea to Mafu one was the Olympic. But afterwards, while I'm busy at Portsmouth, I'll go and watch and stuff. Yeah.
Now you also mentioned the legendary Ali Papa, quite a character. Any run-ins with Papa maybe during your days when you were coaching?
No, Papa knows me when I was a player, but he cannot remember this. I want to solve love. There's a guy who talks solve love. Well, solve love. My under 18 year
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Why that one upon solve love? So solve love. Islanders the banner. I tell that there's no way you cannot play for that team because you are one is so Sahamba son. I train a papa. Train an papa. Is it so that's sport. So because Waba was a bit strict. So I Tuesday, Sakini so kuzwa. I Wednesday, Thursday Baba Friday and Hamba, Saturday Bata and Hamba Ulani Tuesday. Papa, hi, Fanam, I'm a top no. I'm from the upper top. So when I saw Fanam, Hamba was a music decided to go we have fun. I think Hamba because mpendwa mina ngathi nasengihamba emini lo Madinda mina ngathi nalabo fanwele le senior team kakhulu ngoMadinda wayenthatha siwe escort anthathe ngethena labo kwayenda lapha so ngangama extras ayethena labakhulu labana but I never really go to 10 no papa but I tend with him sibula ntela ukuthi ngiye decide ukuthi I tend to tell my father baba mathi hayi awungeke gijimisa ibhola maqhamuza but I always been a direct man. Papa mina ngathesi even engathi ngaboni ngingakhuluma. Ngitshela ukuthi Bongani ubeni. You understand? He's a very clever man. He's always very clever, very astute. Can read games and uyakwazi lokudlala ama games game.
Truth zebhora.
Truth zonke. Kule story ukuthi papa iteam yakhe ayisitshona wakhala masaba uhlale ngena ufana wangena wadlala ibhola lefuthi yabona wathi ungeniswe mbani mbani nje ungena phuma
khona lokho kuyiskill khona lokho even lokho yethu uyakwenza ithi xa izitshona right ngena so is it true zebhora because like remember even during days abo Pika nabo Wayne there was this trick that they would do. They were very small boys playing under 14 football. The figure when it was a corner kick, Wayne would go to take that set piece and a figure keep it. Looks at it. Pika, was that the camera? But the ball has been played. Pika figure tati bora.
General.
And our opponents now will be like,
I'm a chap go board. Of course, lack of understanding. So Papa has always been a bit ahead in football. That's why he's produced many players. Because Papa was the first person coach to know what players actually
yes.
Papa would bring a boy from anywhere. If you ever find Konapana integrated, the teams like his winning and yet very, very good players.
So ngazindlela kuthi ukuthi lifundile ngathi selabo kafani bani but isithotsi zebhora siqhakathekile konje
mina ngithola ngikhuluma ukuthi bengikhuluma ku coaches group izolo ukuthi as much as we can talk compensative playing, coaching, recovery periods, all these transitions, all these big words, there is one thing that I believe our football is going to lose. It is taking all these isms as they are, and dilute our own systems to create a Europe. We are not that continent.
Yeah.
A discussion every corner coaches association was about the ice bath. Recovery, ice bath. The ice bath was not part of our thing. These people sold it to us. You understand?
Yeah.
They sold it to us until we bought it. But now, because they've changed, they are now talking anti it. And I am saying, what does a boy in England need an ice bath for? So if a coach in England is saying an ice bath is irrelevant, I want to agree with them. But you cannot tell me to coach can say the same. When I started doing my ice bath, but until they realize it actually cools them down. That's one. Two, I need to create sports science. Nyakutshela mina irondo lana good. It's very good, it's scientific, it's everything. It gives players more touches on the ball and so forth and so forth. But umfana wami wewange uyabe sehla esenyuka intaba edinga amankazana ehambe siyale and you are telling me ukuthi you are going to train him 20 by 20 20 by 20. It doesn't work. Those boys have got to asibagijimiseni madoda with knowledge of how much to exact, how much to rest, time, effort, and so forth. But if we cut everything, we'll have un-African players. There are things that we should keep konapana. But now, singakwenzi njengakudala, mina lo mela sasihambisa abafana danger, and I don't regret that. Because Tina Kusens were the smallest boys. But they could last 120 minutes. Because uomela wayevela German. Good German football coach in Okuza. Mina HNF. HNF, they've got a place. Abasitshelayo thina ukuthi national team yabeyahambe egeza khona phana. Ulongama Springs uthamanzi angikhona they believe ukuthi but thina uthama belief ungamtshela ukuthi nale player sathi siyadlala ibhola yantela yathi amafusi ngcono phela la. Umjekejeke wantshela wathi amafusi ngcono phela la. Ngathi utholo. Okumlungisidebe bakungilanda wathi coach phela lezi nto awasingezelo kuzo. I had a friend of mine called Andrew Mnyimani. Wayechoba emodeni. Ngamcela uEndru ukuthatha ibhaketi afaka ibhaketi aphonga ukuthi thatha. Amanzi ndoda sathi water. ICape United coach nguMatongorelo sangena ground eBhefla basayitshaya 4. Why? Because those boys believe in that. Sesigogile yathi. Umjekejeke umuntu ophilayo wangithi apha singcono la. So some of those rituals might not actually scientifically, tangibly do something, but these are beliefs that we had. That's why we have got cats here, because our parents believe that those things
they will protect us.
They protect us. Do they change anything? They don't. It is when these things go overboard. Where you start saying we need to cut somebody's head to perform, you understand? But some of these small things fit their beliefs and let them play football. Why try to cut their beliefs? Here you even have players in the Europe who use the same underwear. They use the same underwear until they lose the game. And when we read it in books, we say, oh, it's okay because it's Paul Scholes. Why is it not okay? John Dlovu, a city, it's his belief. So let's not kill our being African. Let's integrate them. Let's bring the knowledge and mix it with our own beliefs so that we remain African. Because if we are going to compete with the world in their own terms, well, we cannot beat them because they're not ours. You know.
Now, which brings me to the point of the so-called British Brigade. So many of us are now here. And our kids are also being born here. Some came from Zim with families, and the kids are playing football. So do you think in the long run that is going to maybe propel us into becoming a powerhouse, like what happened with the likes of our Senegal, back then, Senegal.
Yes,
So your take on the...
On I went to the national team with a man called Brito and his assistant with a big fight in Harare. And because Brito told me point blank that he had coached in England and the quality of football in England is not as good as in Portugal. So calling boys from England is a waste of time. I gave them a list of boys that were in England at the time. Torres went to research. I remember when James Fabish, this boy plays in this division and he's played no games. No, maybe he's injured. Why don't we find out about that? And so they refused to call them. So why am I narrating that? Is that in the first place, I really feel these boys should be used by our nation because they are Zimbabwean. So Zimbabwe should use Zimbabweans all over the world. Now we've got a problem. There are a group of locals, some of them who've never even traveled across to Botswana, who thinks that a boy that grew up in England is not Zimbabwean. That is lack of understanding and exposure. Everyone who's got a Zimbabwean passport is Zimbabwean. Every person who's got a Zimbabwean and British passport is Zimbabwean when they decide to be Zimbabwean. And that is their natural right. Uguti people are not exposed is not their problem. So we need to have an education. First of all, over the months, I think even the British Brigade needs to be educated. We need to call them to camp in England. Zifa needs to assign some of us to meet these boys and educate them about being Zimbabwean. Because some of them are going there on holiday. You know, there's no pride. Even if you play for a school, if your heart is not there, you can't perform. If you play for a country and you are thinking it's just fun, you won't perform. So these boys in England need to be taught that when you're going there, it's not a flipping holiday. You are going to represent your country. If you don't have your country in your heart, stay. And you are not coming there to help us build your reputation. You will build your reputation performing for us. So that's the British Brigade. The Zimbabwe locals, we need to empower them. Botswana does a very good thing. Those boys start getting involved in national teams at under 14. I've called to Popo Mina, Popo at Muchuti Center Chiefs. He had played Botswana under 15, under 16, under 18, under 21. That boy. So his exposure was such that he would appreciate these other boys that are coming from anywhere, from South Africa, from anywhere. But because our boys will not be exposed, Dynamos kuphela. Sehamba sesiyadlala labo maswanisa ababe lamabhutsa amatsha, lama headphones abablind, lezimali zabo, and then jealousy kicks in. So we have cut the aspiration because we've built a gap between those two. But if the local boys, Zifa organized a trip for them, a trip to go and play a friendly match in Morocco, just the locals, not for anything, for exposure. But under 13 adlale South Africa, these boys go Sweden, they come and play. Then we've got players that see the world, the bigger picture. They know what's happening.
Can't we also have a situation whereby the boys that are based in Europe and other parts of the world also go to Zim?
Exactly. I mean, what I've been advocating for parents here is that some of them could go and join DiasBhora for 6 months. Go and join DiasBhora so that you learn the environment. But also, because here it is easy. It should be very easy for Bongani Mafu to organize a trip to Zimbabwe for British children, sponsored by their parents, because they can. They can afford it. They can afford it. And all Zifa needs to do is to facilitate that when we get there, we play a game against Bulawayo Select. We play a game against Masuko Select. We play a game against Midlands. We play games against Mat North, against Harare.
We then come up with an age group national
team from there. So that each province has got an organized structure of under 15s. So here we just organize them under 15s, have a small meeting somewhere, Bradford, we select the teams, get 25 boys, we go on tour, they play other under 15s. The national team coaches that are based in Zimbabwe, select. And we cut out this business. So coach is the one that contacts parents. But I've had parents, Nigu national team, I've had parents phone me, now here in this house, phone me in England, if my boy can go and get a match in Zimbabwe, I'm willing to part with 10,000. Understand? A person that is struggling will take that. Because Zimbabwe can be hard. So they can take that. But we can cut all that by having a plan. But it needs ZIFA using coaches for that.
Yeah.
Us as coaches in Zimbabwe being asked, what is necessary to develop football? Board ZIFA coaches. It's nonsense. I am saying that there should be coaches. Bahlala abadala labano Homero or Benmo labana bahlale babuze ukuthi what is needed to develop. How can you develop football when you've put the coaches aside?
Yeah, you
it doesn't work. It doesn't work
because there is a loss of institutional memory. Because like Konoko Kulmayo, provincial squads, that's something that used to be there, and you would know what is the best right back at under 17. Yes. The best goalkeeper is
Usemtari.
Yes.